Hello.
Hello everybody. Jacob
Hi.
Sheets here,
Hello.
Realtor with Provision Properties and eXp Realty with Ben and Carrie. They just closed on their first house.
Yay!
Yes, we did.
Congratulations. So we're just taking a moment to tell their story and what it was like working with us, and also just kind of see what it was like getting into their very first home. So I'll kind of start first. How did we get introduced to each other, and what were the first steps when we started talking?
So I've known one of Jacob and his wife Rosie's really good friends, the Pratts, for a really long time. Helen Pratt and I were really good friends in high school, and we reconnected when we moved back to the Milwaukee area. And when I started mentioning to Helen that Ben and I were looking at, maybe buying our first home, she was like, well, you have to work with Jacob. He's great. He's so wonderful.
I agreed with that.
Yes, well, you might be a little biased, but yeah. So we scheduled a home buying sort of video chat consultation.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know what the word is.
You're good.
And it was a really good conversation. I mean, it ended up taking longer than any of us expected because we were just having too much fun talking and making jokes. But we learned a ton because we've never bought a home before. We had no idea what the process looked like, so we learned a ton. We felt really confident working with Jacob, so we signed him as our buyer's agent.
Yep.
And we started looking at houses pretty much right away, which was great. Does that answer the question?
It absolutely does. Thank you. And I went into the Zoom, and I know the Pratts from going to school at UW Whitewater, and I go into the Zoom, and it's like, great, Ben and Carrie Pike. Well, you guys just got married, so it was but it's like Pike. And I actually know a different Ben Pike from UW Whitewater, and I thought it was going to be a different individual. And hello, Ben, nice to meet you. Right?
Never seen you before.
Yeah, so that was a fun start to the relationship.
Yeah.
But that was the beginning, and then kind of went from there. Do you want to talk, I guess, Ben, you can pick up the next steps after our buyer consultation, starting for showings, what that looked like, getting to under contract, negotiations, and everything going forward from there?
Yeah, it was really great. We got set up with all of the back-end systems to look at houses, getting a lot of emails. There was a lot of good information that we got. It was great to get regular updates on what's available and have the ability to access all of those listings and kind of see what was on the market and kind of be able to have that extra leg up on seeing what was about to come on the market, so we weren't necessarily fighting over the same stuff as everybody else just looking on Zillow. So that was awesome. And then looking at the houses, once we found the one that we liked, this one, luckily we were able to, it was the process of having Jacob draft up offers or amendments or anything like that. That was really smooth. It was awesome. It was very easy, just shooting us a text and be like, hey, here's a new document, this is what it is, and then just being able to sign it and have it done. That was awesome. A lot of good information, especially he works with Leah Talon as his transaction coordinator, I think is what she is. She's awesome, keeps on top of everything, is in communication with everybody that you need to be in contact with, so it's a lot of weight off of your shoulders. Just being able to see that, oh, here's a new email, this is what we need to know, and it's already CC'd to your lender and everyone else that needs to see it. So that was really awesome, very much appreciated.
Yeah, and for you guys, it was a little quicker than a lot of my other buyers too. It was probably 3 times out, and 2-3 times.
Yeah, I think it was
for showing.
We saw 11 houses total.
Or 11, and then this was the one offer we put in though, right?
Yeah,
this was the only offer.
One and done.
Yeah, and we were, I always like to give out, at the end of the showing, be scale from 1 to 10, what did you like? And at first it's oh, I don't know how to rate this. And at the end we're oh, it's a 5 for me, a 6 for me, a 10. And this other one that just came on market, actually it was under contract, then went back on market, and then we got in the same day it got on market. So we were able to scoop it up before we got other competition. We had strong, good negotiation through the process, going back through inspection and everything like that too, being able to negotiate and get good terms there, and make sure the house is taken care of and you guys are taken care of in that process as well. So we're able to do a good negotiation on that side of things, close good, timely manner, and moving forward from there. So I guess any other final remarks you guys have about the process or things you'd like the people to know going forward?
I would say, because it is our first time buying a house and we've never done it, and there were moments where it felt like, wow, we're moving really, really fast, or I don't know what's happening, or there were moments of confusion or high stress because of just things happening in the world. And I knew that we could reach out to Jacob at any point via text or call. He was great about being available if we needed to call and talk through something. Or if I had the same question 3 times, he was like, yeah, no problem. Let me walk through that again with you. And that's just, it was really, really helpful as a first-time home buyer in such a wild market, feeling like, okay, I can trust my realtor to let me know who I need to talk to at what point, and his team will take care of the rest. Like when we were doing, like the closing was really, really fast and our lender was maybe concerned about some things. And he was like, hey, don't worry, Lee and I are gonna take care of this. You guys sit back and we'll let you know what you need to do. And that was a huge weight off of our shoulders. Having just gotten married and, and
within
literally
weeks.
Yes.
Months.
We got married in February and we're closing.
The Monday after the
beginning-
marriage is when we met Jacob.
Yes. So having all of this stress of the past quarter just alleviated was incredibly valuable. So I really appreciate, as a first-time home buyer, knowing, yeah, I can ask Jacob dumb questions or ask the same question 5 times and he's completely gonna understand. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Anything else, Ben? You good?
No, I'm
Okay.
great.
Well, thank you guys so much. Congratulations. Enjoy your first home together.
Thank
and
you.
If you guys that are watching this are interested in reaching out, learning more about how to work with me or my team or referral of agents, we cover the entire state of Wisconsin is my referral network, but also myself, more southeastern Wisconsin, currently with Provision Properties in my team. Go ahead, reach on out. We'll have information either in the description below or comments or something like that, and look forward to scheduling the first steps of buyer consultation, listing consultation, and go from there. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.